I'd go down to the fire station and the sheriff would bring them in one at a time and tell them the fate of their house. And the look on these people's faces, I will always remember it for sure. This is where I used to go to look at the fire, see how close it was getting. It brings it all back.
We left the tractor on dirt and it survived.
Oh, there you go.
The vegetation has burned, and so there aren't plants and roots to absorb the water when it rains now.
And then you get a heavy rain and all of that dirt gets washed down into the lowest spot, which of course is down by the creek.
The way it used to look from right here. By the time I got up here and I saw the bright red ridge and felt all the ashes, I was pretty sure we weren't gonna save anything.
Paradise Acres lost a lot of the homes there. There were homes lost in Forbes Park. The tourists that were here left. The fire had a devastating impact on the local economy.
I was born and raised in Veta. My grandparents bought this house around 1940 or so. It's just a great place to live.
It's just a phenomenal sense of community here. I loved the small town character. There's all these wonderful galleries. You get to walk into the town hall and talk to the mayor.
I've been the mayor a total of about 25 years. This area deserves people who care about it to run their government. And everybody on the board right now really is deeply concerned and deeply caring about the town. An intense fire causes hydrophobicity in the soil. The soil wants to reject water. We have now 70,000 acres of intensely burned area that is going to repel water for the next several years. And this is the avenue that it's going to come through. It's town of Veta.
They're saying that it could definitely flash flood if we had an inch of rain over the burn scar. And it could be up to 10 years that we could be facing this flood. Never in my whole life I ever thought that the potential would ever get that high to take out this house. It's extremely sad to watch you survive the fire, but now your house may be taken out by the flood.
This first map predicts 4.4 inches of rain in 24 hours over the burn area. That's probably a 1% possibility, or what was called the old 100-year flood. Water could be 16 feet over the top of the bridge coming into town. We always use this as a presentation, just to make sure that everybody remembers time's ticking.
The message is prepare. It's not if or when, it's how often. Debris causes the water to back up and flood the town. So the purpose of flood mitigation is to remove the snag, creating a bigger channel for the water to move through. Last fall, the mayor asked Veta Trails to help recruit volunteers to address flood mitigation here, and so we committed to recruit 200 volunteers.
We had a real flood potential through our town if we did not mitigate the river. So I had the time available, and I just wanted to participate and help out our community.
The town has done a phenomenal job in keeping people informed about the work that's being done to address the prospect of flooding.
The meeting tomorrow is about flood preparedness. The people that were in denial, like myself, didn't attend the first one, and then the second one, there was 400 people there because they started to realize that, guess what? This is real.
If we get rain or snow, the burn scars are probably going to release their water quickly. And the town has been heavily engaged in trying to prepare for the flood. This was a channel before. This, all in red, would have been inundated on a 25% chance annually that there would be this inundation. With the volunteers' effort, it's now reduced to the blue line. Yeah. If you don't have what you're going to take with you ready to go, you're probably not going to get out of here in 35 minutes. We've tried to give ourselves as much time as possible and get the decision out maybe 10 minutes earlier than we would before to evacuate. And those 10 minutes are going to save lives.
I think the town is doing fantastic. Everybody is stepping up.
We got sandbags.
Yeah, so we've done what we can do.
We hope that most of these individuals have already made plans to have their flood buddy up here on the hills.
These are our flood buddies.
Hi, flood buddies. Welcome home. People in La Veta were so supportive, having us over for dinner, asking
Bringing
what we
food to
need.
us.
Everybody chips in. It's just the way it is.
I'm extremely proud to be a part of this community in this town of La Veta. And you get caught up in the devastation, but as long as we have a hope inside our hearts, we can rebuild.
This Ponderosa looks like it might still be alive, because there's some green on top.
On top, it's encouraging.
It is encouraging.